Platform 17 for the 1832 South Central service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Whipplesfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park and Brighton. Customers for London Road, Walscombe, Falmer and Lewis, also Hove and stations to Worthing should change and right. Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Whipplesfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park and Brighton. Customers for London Road, Walscombe, Falmer and Lewis, also Hove and stations to Worthing should change and right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I got the suspenders on. Don't laugh. Don't hate. I got the suspenders on, and you know what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time on my CoffeeZilla. He's not the only one that can do this to get him views, CoffeeZilla. He thinks he could just put a background on and put some suspenders on, and people will believe what he says. Shout out to CoffeeZilla. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live, baby. Let's go! Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I was just feeling funky tonight. Last minute, felt the suspenders. Can't decide why, but just had a suspender feel. Shout out to everybody here on the bow tie. Feeling bow tie-ish on this beautiful time. Shout out to everybody here dancing. Feel like dancing in a bow tie, baby. Feeling good on this Saturday night. Shout out to each and every one of you. Beautiful, beautiful souls. Let's have a big cheer, and let's take a big sip of the lemon water. My God, that's good. My God, that is good. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 418 beautiful souls. The most people I ever jumped on into a live stream. I'm telling you right now, that's the most people ever waiting. 418 people, 192 likes on that live button. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Much love to Sam and the Lifer crew. Tian Apt on 8 hour, 22 hours. Shout out to my man Gabriel. I have my water with glutamine and nutrients. I have a lemon too. Shout out to Board Type Crypto. Getting all glutamine in there. Anyone on Carrot Coin? I drink out of a mason jar too. You gotta drink out of a blue mason jar. Or it's just not official enough. Shout out to Stack McChange. Said, what's the word? What's the word? Stack. Shout out to my man Stack. I see you, Stack, every single Saturday night. Shout out to the Bitcoin boys. You look great in the suspenders, Sam. Shout out to the British Perspective. Thank you, man. All right, enough. I just had to do a photo op real quick. Anyone who felt the need, jumped on in. Dude, fingerprint safes are the way to go. Nothing like a fingerprint safe, man. I'm feeling like an old man in these suspenders. Feeling like an old hefty man. You know, like a chunky old guy. But I'm kind of liking it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're going to break down Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the alts. And we're going to have some fun. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. And yes, thank you so much. Full-time trader and host of the YouTube channel, Crypto Lifer, baby. Love you all. Shout out to the 11,184. We're about to go to 12,000 followers. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all the love. And, you know, do you want more Cardano? Right? And look, it's going to start trending now that I talk about it. Watch, it's going to trend now. Do you want more Cardano? Right? Do you want more Cardano or ETH? You know what I want. Or do you? I like that, right? Or do you? Do you want more Cardano or Ethereum? You know what I want, or do you? Let me know. Let me know. Shout out to the people here. Look, Shibarium keeps trending. This thing is trending hot right now, Shibarium. Everything else are really whatever, but this thing is trending hot. All right? The only API tool I feel comfortable using, I know their CEO and security is their primary focus. Upgrade your crypto trading experience to Alt Tradie and get a 15% discount right away. Alt Tradie, baby. Alt Tradie. The place to be. And shout out to my team. Shout out to the new videos. Shout out to all the awesome content out here. Alt Tradie, baby. Alt Tradie. Nice. I'm liking that. I'm liking how the punch-ins are keeping resolution. Loving how my nose is blemished. You gotta love that when you go live every day of your life. Shout out to everybody here. 40,200, almost 95 subscribers, on our way to 41,000 and on our way to 50K, man. I want 50K. I can taste it. I can smell it. Dang near, we want 100K, but we'll get there. Slow and steady win the race. Bruins at the Canucks right now, doing damage. Man, the Bruins have just been amazing. Best record in hockey. The Bruins are unbelievable. Shout out to the Bruins, just banging on them to no end. Oh, wow, Marchand. Post into the extend the lead for the Bruins. Look at that. Boom. As the Bruins just putting the Canucks down swiftly. Enough out of that, but I love the Bruins, man. I love hockey. Grew up playing hockey. Shout out to anyone in the chat. If you grew up playing hockey, God bless each and every one of you out there. But if you grew up playing hockey, let me know. Let me get a thumbs up or write hockey. Put a hockey stick. If you grew up playing hockey, let me know. Banging on up to the upside. Shout out to Nick Zulu. Shout out to anyone that started their day watching the, getting into class with me. I mean, we started in class, right? Shout out to everybody here. We're going to break down Bitcoin for you like we do every single day. 23,100 back above it. A lot of people didn't think that was going to happen. They figured we would go lower. We're going to take a look at what's going on right now. We're going to break it down for you. So right off the bat, we had a very strong bullish divergence. Swing down to swing down while this is swinging up. Very strong bullish. And the 1 hour was doing this squiggly interaction here with a double bottom on the stochastics. And we had a bit of a double bottom here on the 1 hour time frame. So we have a bit of support here right now. Just a bit. A touch of support. But we also have a touch of resistance, right? And you can see we clearly made this falling wedge with bullish divergence, and we broke out of it to the upside. However, we did not break the local resistance here too as well. So local resistance for Bitcoin is going to be 23,200. Local support is going to be 22,800. So far, we are in the range. We're doing the llama. See the llama or the camel? This is the leg one. Here's the hump, leg two, and there's the head. It's the camel trading. If you started trading with me when we first began, I used to do the camel pattern. It was pretty outrageous. Anyway, we're not going to go there right now. But so Bitcoin has a resistance, and the 1 hour is overbought, wanting to come down on us to the downside. Not the best sign in the world, right? Not the best sign in the world. So what do I say? What do I believe the charts, what is the probability that the charts convey through my system of trading? It's not what I believe, think, or feel. It's what the actual indicators are going to tell me what is likely to happen. Well, I mean, because of that strong divergence, we're likely to see a bounce. That should be our bottom, but I've seen divergence play out only to the next resistance, and that's all it did. It got us to 23,002, 23,194.77, and we would come back down. We're going to take a look at BOOKMAP for a second and see what the liquidity holds for BOOKMAP. And right now, they're kind of balanced out with more liquidity down at 22,004. Suggest that we may come up a little quick to 22,006 first, because that is a closer order block. It is closer. Could also just be a sell wall. So right now we're kind of balanced between 23.6 and 22.6. More orders down here than up here, but we do have a lot kind of smushed, and it could push us up. We could get a bit of a short squeeze here. So, if I had to guess, it does say we'll go a little higher than lower for the present moment in time, but it does say eventually it does want to clean up, and we do have a bigger order down here than up here, if we had to guess, right? So this is BOOKMAP. It's a heat map with an order book. I have a link to it in the description below. If you'd like to jump into BOOKMAP, I have the lowest descriptions. I have an affiliation with BOOKMAP. I love them. And I like working with BOOKMAP, and it's been a great opportunity and a great relationship. So BOOKMAP, check it out. Watching Bitcoin and all the order books here. You can also do Link, Doge, and 8 of the main coins. Not too many, but 8 of the main hot coins that you would look at to trade on. Anyone wants the Doge perp. Pretty flat with more orders lower, but similar situation there. So could we go up and scoop 23.6 only to come back down to 22.6? That's kind of the story, but doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen. But that's kind of that is the story. So we will go from here. Only time will tell. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you for being here. 578 people, 271 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would be so humbled and just amazed if we did that. So take a look here. Resistance oversold on the 1 hour time frame. Let's take a look at our 4 hour. Our 4 hours pushing up. Had a nice wick to the upside and a beautiful candle. So yes, the 1 hour doesn't look too good, but so far the divergence of the 1 hour did play out, the bullish divergence. And the last time we had bullish divergence was right here. I pointed it out this strong, There's a little one right there, but it really wasn't that strong. They were both pointed down. This one is a point down while the RSI is squiggling up. Looks very similar to this situation here. And the last time we saw this, we might have dipped a little bit, but eventually we were on our way out of this. So similar situation here. We're also hugging a high volume node. As you can see, if I zoom in here, we're hugging a big volume area. That should, if we lose this, I mean, we're going to go to the value area low, 20,800 it looks like. Now, this is a rising wedge with bearish divergence. It did say we were going to drop to the downside. The bearish divergence did play out. Divergence 90% of the time gives you exactly what it's supposed to give you. RBN, please. We'll take a look at RBN. Shout out to Bryson Gonzalez for the 199 super chat. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Load up coin market cap. Type Baron Area X and you will see two of them, which explains the price difference. Shout out to Board Type Crow. Always holding somebody down, giving them the information. Shout out to App. Binary 74, and he just answered that super chat. So thank you so much, Board Type Crow. You got that super chat. And RBN. So we're going to look at Apt and RBN when we get a chance. I have a rising wedge drawn on the hourly. I can see a descending wedge on Bitcoin 50-minute and an inverse head and shoulders. Shout out to this Sup Surfer. Class this morning was awesome. Definitely worth it. Shout out to Robert G, who took class this morning and said it was worth it. I teach class again this Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. You can say he took class this morning and he said it was worth it. We work even on a Tuesday, every single day of the week. We are grinding for you. It does not stop every single day of the week. We are grinding, doing damage, doing what we got to do. Measured move to 23,300 when a red vector is residing. Maybe. Boosted frequency. Shout out to my man. Shout out to everyone that jumped into class. Appreciate you for being here. So here, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So this began to break down. The measured move is the beginning of the wedge, which would take you right here. Okay, 21,600. That is also a gap in the VRVP. If we tend to lose this range, we're going to drop down to this area. All right. The 1 hour suggests that we will dump, and we will dump hard. You can see a shoulder, head, and kind of a right shoulder here. But I've also seen this happen. Here's our scenarios that I've seen play out. 1 hour comes down, flips up, hangs out up here like this, does this. And it does this while the 4 hour just continues to pump, and we blast out of the wedge. I'll also tell you that a lot of times the pattern and support and resistance play out regardless of the stochastics. I'm also going to show you something else. This isn't clickbait tonight. Bitcoin, this one indicator says it all. Did I misspell indicator? It looks weird to me, but no. Indicator, yeah. This one indicator says it all. Must see episode 783. And I'm going to show you what the indicator is in a second. Who wants to see the indicator right now? I want to see the chat bump up. I want to see people say, please, yes, thank you. I want to see the chat running. Every single person watching the chat, 600 people. I want to see 600 say, yes, I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see it. I want to see it. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me know. Okay. Okay. This isn't clickbait. This one indicator says it all. Must see. And we're going to show you. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it. All right. So look, this falling wedge could break to the upside. I'm going to take away the moving averages for a second. So bullish scenario. The daily has come back down to the dotted line and still held this area. Previous resistance becomes new support. So this area now is holding support, and it's a high volume node sticking out right here. All right. I believe it's a high volume node. It should be a POC. High volume node kicking it right there. Right off the bat. So you have a high, you have a higher low, you have a higher high, you have a higher low. That would be an uptrend, and you're low on the stochastics. It's starting to get real nice. I like what I'm seeing. Okay? Let's go to our 22. On our 22-hour time frame, from this low to this low, it does swing up, but barely as sharp as these. These are my 1 hour divergences. See, they sit there when you do a bunch of different time frames. But this is the indicator that to me says it all. All right? So that we know that the measured move could be 21.5. All right, we know that. 21.586. We know that's our next stop if we lose this area. We know that. but there's a really nice bullish divergence in the 1 hour. We go to the 4 hour time frame, and I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. Okay? Simply put, and I just want you to understand these simple concepts. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. So look, hidden bullish. Price action's going to swing to the upside. From this swing to this swing, you're going to get an uptrend. But on the RSI, you're going to get a swing to the downside. It tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. It's called hidden bullish divergence. Hidden divergence of the bullish kind. Hidden divergence of the bullish kind. All right? Funny, different types of divergences too. Exaggerated. But this is hidden bullish right here. Swing up to swing down. All right? We're going to take a look at Bitcoin right now on the 4 hour time frame. We're going to put a blue line right here on this swing. Even from here if you want. Right? We're going to put a blue line to this swing. We're going to connect the two swings. They're going to go on an uptrend. We're going to do the same thing here. All right? And you can clearly see that that is a downtrend. You could double click on this just to double check the downtrend in case you weren't sure if that angle was to the downside. You click out of this, and I mean, that to me is hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence 90% of the time occurs when the stochastics are below the dotted line and curving up. MACD about to turn. Really good sign that the 4 hour is about to have a big party here. So there's a huge chance that Bitcoin rips to the upside based on my probabilities and my system. But again, anything could happen. All right? So bullish scenario to the upside. Bearish scenario, rising wedge. We lose this area. We drop down to 21,670. All right? We all know that that's the next stop. And if we lose that area, we're going to go to 20,500, 20,004, 50, 60. So we know what's going to happen. We know our two areas to watch. We can see it. We hold this low, it's going to be an amazing move for Bitcoin. I'll tell you that right now. We hold this low, it's going to be an amazing move for Bitcoin. All right. We're going to get to the altcoins, don't worry. So the 4 hour looks really nice for Bitcoin. The daily doesn't look too bad on the 22. The bigger time frames have cleaned up their act. Things look pretty nice. Look, liquidity starting to build a little bit higher for Bitcoin. This little zone here just got placed in. They're trying to drag us up. We could be seeing a short squeeze in a little while. It seems like they do it every time I show up. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a short squeeze out of nowhere. Shout out to the 647 beautiful people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You're all beautiful souls, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the love. When you show up, I feel good. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Shout out to Love Learning, CNC Ireland, and Lifer Friend holding me down. Thank you for the super chats, Lifer Friend, on a Saturday night. May God bless you. Thank you so much. Saturday night short, we call that a strawberry short squeeze. All right? Like strawberry shortcake. So we got short squeeze orange juice, but at night it's a strawberry short squeeze. So it's a strawberry shortcake squeeze. And that's what we're looking for here, up to 23,200. And then that could kind of get the ball rolling. And already the liquidity seems to bleed in. To me, it looks like we're about to get a short squeeze, in my humble opinion. But I'm smelling it. I'm smelling it. It's like I can see it. Look, it's about to happen. It's just like it's close. Almost happened there. They're opening the door. I almost want to see it happen. It's about to happen. We could almost keep that on the side. It's annoying though. You gotta buy the dip. I like this track because it's like he sounds like he's saying buy the dip to dip. Gotta buy the dip. You gotta buy the dip dip. You gotta buy the dip. You gotta buy the dip. Talk about audio. We're gonna bring that up in a second. Break that down, how that popped out the cup and handy to the upside. But again, this was somewhat of an easy read. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Drop to the downside. We're in the bear flag. Let's look at the bearish scenario here. All right. I show you what's possible bullishly, but things have to happen on the smaller time frames, right? We're going to have to break above this resistance here on the 4-hour time frame and get through this gap in the VRVP. All right. So this level has to hold. And we got to get back above 23,200. That's going to be our main, obstacle to push. And I'll be watching BOOKMAP for us. If that short squeeze starts to happen, I'll be all right. I'll be all over it. See if you can catch a nice one. Oh, there's a nice one. See that? See the essence in this puppy? I think it's beautiful. Biggest gem I ever bought in my life. Biggest gem I ever bought in my life, man. Thing is nice. Sheesh. That is Labradorite for days. All right? That's all the Labradorite you'll ever need. Funny. And I see it just beautifully put. That's a good looking gem. 23,167 shorted. Hey, you never know. We'll see what happens. So, you shorted the resistance. Probably a good idea. Let's take a look at the 1 hour and the 15 minute. All right, so here's what's going on. I'm going to show you something pretty interesting right now that's happening to Bitcoin. All right, 1 hour is overbought. Most people that trade the 1 hour would short it right away and say, hey, I got to short this. It's at resistance and it's coming down. However, it just made a breakout of this little channel to the upside, right? And the 4 hour looks pretty good. So does the daily and the 22. Says this could be the beginning of a bigger move. And this was a bullish divergence that started it. So we just really, for me, we got to get a daily or a 4 hour candle closing above this line first, 23,200. Then we can begin to even talk. And then we got to break out of the rising wedge. Two things that have to occur. Get above here and get above here. Head up to this point of control. Then we can deal with that. What's going to happen there? One thing at a time. One thing at a time. So the daily candle needs to close. Tonight's obviously not going to happen, right? But tomorrow, Sunday night, which is Sunday night, heavy volatility. We're going into heavy volatility with all this insanity, right? And just a lot going on. It's pretty interesting. So tomorrow night's going to be very interesting. Just be careful. So look, the 1 hour time frame suggests that it's going to dump on us to the downside, right? That's just what and we're going to lose this area, bearishly retest and dump to the downside. So we have to watch out. And what's pretty cool is we have this nice trend line that we fell up on. So here's the deal. If Bitcoin drops back inside this trend line, we have something to worry about. If it doesn't, we're fine. You see what I'm saying? So if Bitcoin comes back down and bounces and makes a little bit of a flag here and starts to rip, we're great. It does something like this. If it ends up back in here, this is the danger zone. Danger zone. So this is really simple for me how to play Bitcoin tonight. Ends up back in this green box, no way. It's no good. Because it's back inside this trend line, and that means it could dump out of here, and it's not a good sign. And the 1 hour is going to take over for the dump. Right? 7 minute is extremely oversold in a flag. This is why I believe a short squeeze is about to happen while we're on the live stream tonight. Bang. And we will short squeeze all the way up to about 23,420. All right? So I'm watching this flag, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but you got the 15 minute and the 7 minute both looking for a move. All right? MACD showing lack of bearish momentum. You got falling volume with falling price. Tells me that you're lacking sellers, which tells me that there's not enough pressure, sell pressure. We could also get not enough buy pressure, and we could go sideways. It's a Saturday night. I get it. It's low liquidity. Anything could happen. And I'm open-minded to the idea. So, but this to me looks like we're about to get a squeeze. Let's see if the BOOKMAP is starting to build more liquidity. I mean, they're starting to creep more liquidity in here. This wasn't here when we started the live. Now it's here, this 23,200 order. I'm going to keep watching it. If more orders start to creep in, we will have to pay attention. And the orders are closer. There's nothing right here that's this close. This is red. This could just get us sucked up into the moment. All right. Again, look how slow the book is running. Low volume for the weekend. For sure. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all for being here. And I know I say it every day, but you got to take advantage. MEXC, it's got the lowest fees in the game right now. MEXC, lowest fees 0.03% for future taker fees, 0% for spot and future maker fees. If you make that order, you pay 0 fees. I mean, who wants to pay? All right? Who wants to pay? So, and jump on in. MEXC has the most tiny little coins of any market that you've ever seen. All right? You look at what happened today on MEXC. EG up 100%. MMY up 71%. KVERS 54. DHP, MFAM. Coins you've never heard of because they have the tiniest little coins that you've never known. If you have $100 in your pocket, if you've never traded before, if you're just trying to get started, the smaller cap gems are a great way, in my humble opinion, to figure out your way. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. But, hey, when I'm trying to double up $100, I'm looking to trade something small cap gems. So, very, very interesting. MEXC is the place to go. MEXC. ETFs do as well. They have all different types of ETFs. 5L, 3L, and more. MEXC. All right? MEXC Global. And the reason I'm bringing them up, no fees, 0 fees. The least amount of fees of any single trading swap in the game. Any place, any trading exchange. MEXC, baby, MEXC. Link in the description below. If you want to help out MEXC, I do get a commission. I greatly appreciate it. So Bitcoin, we're going to watch this flag on the 7-minute time frame. And right now it's above the resistance. You know, we had resistance. Resistance. And that's an SR flip right now on the 7-minute. All right. Can we get the move to the upside? All right. I'm not going to do it, but I said I wouldn't, but I will. Sammy, cup and hattie. Not really. It's not really a cup and handle, but it has feelings. It has feelings. It has the vibes, cup and handle vibes. So look, what is Sammy saying tonight? Sammy's saying we don't want to end up in the green box. 22,009, and we don't want to start, hey, we hang out back in here. It means we're back inside of this top trend line, and all this beautiful moves out of it, and this pump out of it was just a fake out breakout to get rejected back into the zone. All right. And a lot of the other ideas that I'm building on will not corroborate, right? That story won't play out. Do we come down lower and scoop? The liquidity for BOOKMAP is somewhere down here at 22,350, 22,005. As you can see, they got a bunch of orders down here, and the orders are bigger down here than anywhere else. It does, you know, if you go by just that alone, it says that we will end up going down the tubes. I have my parameters to watch in case we do or don't, and the areas that I'm looking at. I just want to make sure that we stay above 23,800, right? And remember, this morning I talked about the bullish divergence. I talked about the falling wedge that could break to the upside. We did get that move. So far, the bullish divergence did slightly break out. However, things didn't look amazing. The 1 hour was a little sketchy when I looked at it this morning, but we got that move. So I'm going to get rid of it. But and what I'm also liking, you know, the indicator that I'm talking about, which is not clickbait today. When I say this one indicator says it all, what you really should be paying attention to is the 4-hour hidden bullish divergence. The 4-hour hidden bullish swing up to swing up. While this RSI swings to the downside, I'm telling you right now, that's on my radar for a massive change. MACD about to get a turn. About to push up on the stochastics. I'm seeing some bullish signs here. Maybe we do a quick little bear trap. Get them all trapped in, and then we fly to the upside. So this to me looks like a move to the upside. Usually it seems against the general consensus, which is a good sign. Most people, I believe, are short right now and believe that this is not happening. So my idea is against the it's against the masses, right? Let's look at the fear and greed index back at 51, neutral, not too shabby. We want to see it continue to head down lower into the fear area. We want to stay away from that greed. We got way too into the greed. I'm happy that we're resetting back to neutral. Good sign, good sign, good sign. When I buy Bitcoin, at least I want to be buying in neutral or in the fear, preferably down in here. That's where you buy the most. Like when I bought $19,000 worth of Bitcoin, we were in heavy fear at the time. When I bought 15,000, 15,800 or 16,000, 17K, all those areas on the low, because I had orders stacked all the way down to 17,500. I actually recently just found an order that I canceled of 17,005. I was like, oh yeah, I got to throw that off the order book. It may not, 7,500. So fear and greed index at 51. Bang, bang, bang. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what people answered the tweet. Do you want more Cardano or ETH? You know what I want, or do you? I like that. I like that. He wants more Swifty McGifty. Okay, I see you. The end is NFTs. Oh, this is so awesome. Which one, brother? I'm accumulating both, but my heart's with one. Look at my man, Joseph Peelan, man. Yo, shout out to you, man. This is so cool, man. I met this guy at the book event in Newbury Street. It was freezing cold. Now it's back to cold again like it was that night. Super awesome that you came, took a picture. That's super cool, man. God bless you. Thank you so much. Love that. Love that. To become the yield. Not cool, lifer. I don't get that. To become the yield. ADA versus ETH. They run together, and ADA will produce more gains. Okay. Ethereum. You said Solana network. I said Solana not work. You're funny. Something happened to Solana today. Went down again, I heard. ADA, baby. XRP, ADA, and SHIB. I want both. Why do I need to choose? Amen. XRP is the only one. ADA all day. Thank you for the awesome answers here. Appreciate you all. And Quan's, well, I don't know what that is. I don't know what any of that. Sometimes you never know. You don't want to say anything. And the Celtics at the Sixers right now, too. Celtics haven't played in so long. I got Celtics withdraw. You know what I mean? But it was good they got a break. I mean, they were hurt, right? The final 126-117. Was that today? No, that wasn't today. What's going on? Why do they do that? It said live on Twitter, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah. Yeah, 1924 Celtics 76ers. Jason Tatum back to pass. Down all the way, Steve Curry all the way from downtown. Stephen Curry from downtown. Can you believe that? Swatted all the way out of he swatted that into the fans. But shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Bitcoin 3S chart says shorts get wrecked. I'm up a 70x, but need 6 hour and 4 hour zero prints and imbalance to confirm before I'm confident. And it's zero printed, but not confirmed. Imbalance above me just yet. Still a battle. Sounds like hell, man. I would never trade that. We will definitely see 30K again, but the odds of seeing 10K again are very slim. I agree with what he's saying. Let's take a look at one other thing that a lot of people are talking about. D-Race. No, that's not what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about Bitcoin something in a second, too. Stay with me for a second. I'm going to bring up something that a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin that we have to talk about, too, and kind of just make sure we're figuring out. All right? I want to make sure I'm in fully focus here. That seems about right? Seems right, everybody? Let me take a look. Yeah, that's crispy. You can see like my beard now. Crispy, right? Let's see if it could be even better. Let's make it perfect. I believe that's it. I mean, yeah, that doesn't get any clearer than that. This camera's amazing. I like the lens. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure you guys get the best quality perfect. That's all. Local honey, baby. Be well. Have honey. And, I called Be Well the other night, and I told them what I do. I said, dude, I called them. I finally called them. And I said, listen, I put your honey on every single day on the live. Be Well, have honey out of 54 Macquon Street, Pembroke, Mass. Be Well, have some honey every single day. Local and raw, baby. Local and raw. All good, Sam. Appreciate you. Thank you for understanding. Sounds like you would love the 99 Trading Group. Sam and the Elite post charts all day, and the Lifer fam help each other charting. Also, first is the course. Just hopped in, and yes, sir, Lifer with the professional camera work. Shout out to Hash Puppy. Thank you, brother. Old school suspenders and bow tie. Nice, brother. Shout out to Elton Jeffs. That 1 minute chart, though, insane. Love you, Sammy. Out, baby. Love it. How about that 1 second chart? That's insane. Like, that's insanity to the next level. The 1 second chart is out of control. So D-Race is on my radar. D-Race is on my radar. Previous resistance, new support. Can it get the bounce? I like this cup and handle that I'm seeing for D-Race. Possible 100% gainer if it can make a move. D-Race on the radar. Lit got lit for sure. It boomed to the upside. Shout out to anyone that took lit, hit the target for 56% gains. Never hit the stop loss. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. Lit entry to the upside, baby. Lit entry to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. Lit. Now we can delete everything, and I like to look at it fresh again and just see what's going on the daily time frame for lit entry. Lit entry is oversold on the daily, getting there. It's super low. It's above its daily, right? It's at a golden cross. Its previous resistance, new support. It could fall down to one more area, but it's holding pretty nicely on the falling wedge. Everything's watching Bitcoin's falling wedge. Bitcoin breaks out. The whole market will also do a dance, and you could get a pretty nice move here. Falling volume with falling price suggests that you are losing the sellers. Previous resistance becomes new support for lit entry. All right, I like what I'm seeing here, and resistance too as well. Let's go to that 4-hour time frame. The only thing there is curving down, but it could flip, but it's curving down. It doesn't look, it doesn't look amazing. The 1 hour is pushing up, so this support and resistance would have to hold for lit entry. Could come back down one more time, but I'm watching it. 22 says a move will come too. Moving averages are a little further apart than I want, but it definitely says it could start a bigger move to the upside for lit entry. 64%. I'm watching lit entry closely. The last time we hit it, we may hit it again. This coin just likes to move. Lit entry on the radar. ORN came back down to bounce. 22 hours oversold again. Messy target though, but it could be doing a retest. We haven't looked at Flux in a while. Let's take a look at our baby Flux on the 22 hour. Looks like it's about to blast. Never got stopped out from the entry here at Flux. It's actually still sitting about near the entry. So let's kind of look here into the smaller time frames. To me, Flux is in what's called a symmetrical triangle, which means it's 50-50. Could go either way. Oversold on the 22 suggests a move is coming. Cup and handle, you can take a bigger, even wick to wick, really. Like this wick all the way to this wick. Says you could possibly go higher. You're going to hit this level for a possible resistance level. But that's Flux at 171.82, eyeing a double up for Flux. Very oversold in the 22. Risk 21% to gain 113. I'm watching Flux closely here on the 22-hour time frame. Flux on the radar. Giant double bottom here too, kind of an Adam and Eve in a way. And we've been seeing these move again. This is going to remind me of another coin that I'm about to give you and show you my idea about Flux. 22-hour oversold cup and handle, right? Who here likes Flux? Who here's a Fluxinator? Thank you for the likes and the support. One click truly helps the lifer friend find their lifer community. People who bought Floki thinking it was Flux are beyond happy these last 2 weeks. So funny. I wasn't in crypto during the last bull run, so I'm a little excited for the next one. Whenever the heck that is, I can survive these times. I should be Gucci when the bull run hits. Exactly, man. I like your attitude. That's all you got to think. I'm Flux with it. Who Flux with it? I'm fluxing with Flux, baby. I hold the Flux. I give a Flux. I love y'all. Y'all the best, man. I give a Flux. Oh, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for making me smile on a Saturday night. There would no place I'd rather be than with the lifers. Saturday night, man. Saturday night with the lifers, baby. Doing what we do. Looking for gems, looking for moves, looking for money, baby. And this could dump to the downside and easily lose money. You never know. Nothing is guaranteed in trading. It's just probabilities in which we figure out day by day. End of the first quarter, 30-28, Celtics 76ers. All right. Celtics creeping back up in the game there. GALA, please, from K-Bon. Orachain, falling wedge. Oh, so tight. I'm 46, so either this or Matlock reruns, man. If you don't give a mana, I don't give a You're funny, man. So you know what coin looks a lot like that? SHIB. SHIB and Flux look similar. See this? Didn't that look just like Flux? I mean, they're identical. Both look very, very similar. Interesting, right? And SHIB, I mean, every day I go on Twitter, Shibarium, SHIB, something about SHIB is trending, like constantly. Over and over and over and over again. SHIB and FLUX look like twins. They really do. They really, really do. TRIAS coming down to retest an area. Everything's coming down for the retest of the 22. Showing something. This was just following Bitcoin really in a nutshell. And that's Bitcoin's like falling wedge. If Bitcoin breaks out, I'm telling you, like everything's gonna have it's gonna be bacon on the beach. And that brings me to the total market cap. Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Let's talk about it. So look, there's my green zone. I made this green box. I said we don't want to end up in the green box. Or if we do, we need to make a higher low above the low. We ended up in the green zone, but we're oversold. So let's take a look. This fell down. So we can take this idea that we had and put it in the wedge, right? Same thing that we're doing for Bitcoin. And we got Bitcoin wrapped up. It's in the 7-minute. Either it breaks out of that flag and gets above those two zones, or we're going to the downside and then we're falling down. And we know the levels we're going to fall to. Bitcoin's pretty much in a nutshell for the next few days, right? Like, not saying we know exactly what it's going to do, but we know what it's going to do when it does it. We know which ways it's going to go. Same thing here. I mean, low, high, low, higher high, higher low. If this holds this higher low, which looks like it very well may on this 22-hour. Also, the hidden bullish is also here on the 4-hour here. Swing up to swing up. We had it here and it played out. It suggests that we will make a high higher than this high, and we'll break out of this wedge to the upside. So I like what we're seeing on the 4-hour time frame. I'm telling you, it's just, and we're battling this point of control. We lose this point of control. We know we go to the value area low. We know we battle this area. We know we battled 921 billion, but we're still holding $1 trillion, everybody. We're still holding $1 trillion. Yes. And honestly, whatever camera you have that can give you a Sigma, this lens right here, $600 lens, right? But it's called a Sigma, right? Sigma Prime lens, 16 millimeter Sigma Prime lens. This lens right here, you will look unbelievable. Anything you need to get done, this lens will blow. I'm just telling you right now. This setup right here costs you a little, like, I think the camera itself, like $800-900, $600, right? Get a couple lenses and some batteries. You're looking at about $2,000. But I'm telling you right now, it's worth every single penny. And I love Canon personally. That's the M6 Mark II, I believe. The Canon M6 Mark II with the Sigma. So I believe what's a 16 Sigma 16 millimeter? Someone was just asking. I always have a typo. I might actually go to typing school next week. Some type of little typing school. Sigma 16 millimeter review. I mean, the Canon is awesome. That lens will blow your mind. $450 even, not even $600. Look at that, $450 now. This lens will blow your mind. Really nice lens. Sigma just will blow. Sigma has a really nice. I was a director of photography for years. Hey, Liver, can you check out MARSH? We'll take a look at MARSH for sure. Thank you for the love. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for coming on in. So look, right now, total market cap, we want to see this bounce just like we're looking for Bitcoin. Same idea. It's this little flag here. Same idea that, Bitcoin doing this, and we're going to look at the total market cap. We're going to probably see the same idea. We go to the 1 hour. Only thing about this one is Bitcoin broke out. This one like barely broke out. It's like kind of just edged out. See that? It's kind of weird. Bitcoin has a longer neck, so to speak, both inside this flag on the smaller time frame. And again, it's all about, look, we're below the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. That's bearish. 9 out of 10 times, you're going to make a nasty drop to the downside. That's another thing I didn't mention today. Being below the 200 SMA on we're going to flip on the moving averages. Bear cities. Yeah, we just tried to get back above it and we couldn't. I'm telling you right now, if the 4 hour can't get back above it, we're going to make a nasty drop. Every time in my life, usually we're just going to continue to drop down. So I wouldn't be surprised we came up a little bit and then we drop back down here, bounced 22,006, could be our, and then we make a double bottom here or something like that. So be careful. It's not all roses for sure. And the 1 hour is overbought and it doesn't look amazing. All right. And even if we drop down to this area and we hit it, that it will still be confirmed hidden bullish. You see what I mean? Because hidden bullish, we could slip further down and will be something like this, but it'll still be considered hidden bullish divergence. All right. So that's just one thing that I gotta reiterate. So we're not out the water yet. It's super important that we watch the flag that I'm talking about on this smaller time frame, the 7 and the 15, and see where it goes. If it dumps, then we're going to know where we're going. And if we end up back in this green box, which is inside of this falling wedge, then we're also going to have the confirmation that this pattern didn't play out and this was a fake out breakout. All right. So this smaller area is going to tell us a lot about where we're likely to go on the bigger time frames. It's that simple to me. All right. I don't show up in photos. Sure you don't. Sleep time in London, Sam. Anything on optimism, thank you. Total 3 looking good on the 22-hour. You could film Lifer on the run, crypto on the move. Let's take a look at APT, RBN, AGIX, ACX, GALA, and MARSH. Wow. A lot of super chats jumping on in there. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for the love. How do we get that many super chats? Let's take a look at APT. So look at that shoulder, head, and shoulder on the 7, attempting to kind of get back up in the zone. And look, I'll delete everything, but apt doing what it does. Price action wanting to come to that 618. Saying like eventually, not much to hold it to until it gets there. You can see this, you're hanging on this, but look, this is kind of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. That'll dump you right back down to the point of control at 819. There was a lot of hype for this too, so if you got into this without stop loss, try to ride that hype. Eventually, I believe it'll retest and come up. It'll look just like Caspa did and all these other coins, but I'd wait for it to retest even more. 12 hours says yay. Look at that 3-day. 3 days finally done. Okay, you're finally getting oversold, but if Bitcoin has another drop, you will get another drop. Looking for a real strong divergence. You don't really have it yet. Not the way I want to see it. This inverted head and shoulders is doing something, kind of. But now you have resistance too at 1242. So see how like bounce, kind of have that, to me, see it has like a descending triangle vibe. And that could break you down even further. At least drop you to this area here at $10. So I'd be careful. This looks like it could go lower. It had a lot of hype to it, which means it had a lot of, retail buying in or just frenzy buying in. And we have to be careful usually when that happens, right? And now you're lower, you're kind of 1, 2, you lost support. You look at a smaller time frame for a bear flag or something, and now you have a resistance, a local resistance right there at 1255. You don't get back above 1255, you're going lower. So it doesn't look amazing. And the 618 is calling its name at about $10. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do should be taken as financial advice. Can you look at VAI at some point? I like VAI. I'll look at it real quick. VIO on KuCoin. And look, all these were at great points, starting to go a little lower. And that's why I left my bag open so I could double, when this goes even lower, I can jump on in. And I still didn't buy the highs. I still believe there's going to be a narrative when Microsoft, jumps back, and you're going to see Google jump in, and there's going to be more news for AI, and everyone's going to look for these AI coins, and they're going to pump again. We just have to be patient. So the strong support is right here. See this? I moved it down, but look, you can see, we hit it. It's an area. Can we hold this strong support is the question. If we don't hold it, we're coming back down to 6 cents. There was a lot of hype for this, so it's coming down to the golden pocket, which would be that next area for it to load up. So again, VAI could just be loading up at the golden pocket. This thing was good. This thing was pumping in November when nothing else was pumping. I remember in December it was pumping when I was in Florida. I remember being on a boat with a guy and being like, man, remember that VAI just keeps going, out of control. And it's up so much. We started looking at it down here when it was not even a penny yet. This thing is done an 11x or more, really. So it's going to have to hold its own. Falling wedge break to the upside. It's oversold in the 4-hour time frame. The 22, the daily, even the 3 days beat to the ground. I mean, how much lower can it go? 1 hour is not where we want it to be. But, you know, so far it could be making a little bit of a bounce. Is it getting any divergence on the 15? Strong divergence on the 15. See, this is what I wanted to see. See that swing down like on the coin we just looked at, but it just didn't have it on app. See, that's a pretty good divergence there. Swing down, swing down, swing up. Tells me that we could get a nice bounce here for VAI. So that's interesting. So it's on the radar. VAI. All right. EFX is also on the radar. Similar idea here. This is an AI coin. Oversold on multiple big time frames. Coming back to the zone. EFX. All right. Which is EFX, Effect AI. Low cap. Very low cap. AI coin. Token coin. Token. A token's on a coin. A coin's not on a token. Hey. Oh. Pond. SFUND was on our radar in this little flag. Pumped up for 25. Came back down to retest the top zone again. Interesting. Let's take a look at all those super chats. Sammy, MOVR looking right. Just launched ZAI. Let's take a look at MOVR Moon River. We liked it here. It didn't hold that flag. Just continued to fall down in a bigger flag. Got very oversold. Finally has the hidden bullish though, which should tell you that you should continue to the upside. I'd be very surprised when hidden bullish doesn't play out, which I don't know if only like 2 or 3 times in my life that I see so it's so highly likely you swing up to swing up, but this is swinging down even from here to here, but from there to there it's a sharp swing down. Well, that's a sharp swing up. MOVR is retesting. It's got cup and handle vibes. Right there. Look at that 4-hour. It looks like it's about to blast. All depends on Bitcoin too, right? If it can hold. And the 1 hour and the whole market doesn't look great. Doesn't mean we could still get pushed up. The 4 hour could pin the 1 hour and we could just have a blast. 15-minute coming down. And BOOKMAP just going sideways. 23,060. More orders now. Still though. Nah, it's about the same. You can see it's just like Saturday night drip, drip, drop. Nothing like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Let's take a look at RBN and AGIX. MOVR does look pretty nice to me. It's got to hold the previous resistance for support. SR flipping. MOVR on the radar. All right. But the market still got me. RBN on MEXC Global. Let's take a look at this thing on MEXC Global. MEXC, baby. A MEXC gem here. Ribbon. Now, I got a lot of wicks. I'd watch that. That's got me a little. This thing's got very low liquidity, so just be careful. Like, kind of a descending triangle. It's got a $122 million market cap, though. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to have. 22 cents. I don't know how come it says it's not on MEXC, but it is. It's interesting. I'm going to look at the Coinbase chart just to see if it's any. Yeah, it's just got a little more thickness to it. So look, we were actually had it charted somewhat. So Ribbon was hot. Look, it came all the way down to the dumps. So it came out in December. Wow, this thing has been sold off. Interesting. Looks like a rug pull, right? It's in this falling wedge. These tend to break out at one point. Slight bullish divergence there. You break out the length of the base of the triangle, but this is like You're digging for diamonds here, you know. Bit of a cup and handle flag. You're tight in the moving averages. Your daily's coming back down to oversold, and you're holding this little support zone. But again, I mean, you gotta. This has to break out. I'd look for the retest for the safe move here, or even back above this zone here. Just things I would be watching out for out of the flag on RBN. Not a fan at all, though. The chart looks horrible. It's got to get back above like 40 cents to even like think about it. It can gain some steam here. But again, that's, I mean, your way out. Ribbon. A little bit of bullish divergence here on the 22, which tells me that could be our bottom. It very well may have bottomed here, but it's just, I don't know enough about it. Never really seen the coin, and it's like, it's down in the dumps. AGIX, baby, AGIX. Let's take a look at it. We know what it's doing. It's still in that wedge, just doing its thing. However long it's going to be until it's time. Sideways, pumped up, and then got sold right back down. So someone took a big order, decided, hey, you're not going to leave without me. And, you know, drilled it right back down into place. Starting to make a nice bull pennant, getting tighter and tighter. It could still drop on us at any moment in time. AGIX, I'm continuing to build a bag. Like build a bear, build a bag. Build a burger, build a bird group. But tight moving averages in the 618 Fibonacci pullback level, 40 cents, beautiful place. I've loaded up already. I've got a bag of it, about $22,000, about almost $2,000 worth of it at this point. So, hey, goes up or down, I'm in for the long. I'm going to hold it for about 18 months till, you know, I want to really let this AI feel sink in. All right. So I like AGIX. It looks pretty good to me. You know, I mean, not much to say. Tight moving averages. Even the 22-hour looks really nice to me. The daily looks good. Even the 3-day is coming back down, reset. I mean, that's a big time frame to reset on. So does need to, it could come back down to that 21 at one point. But I mean, this 12-hour looks really nice. And it could dump at any moment. All right. Doesn't mean it can't just because it looks nice. But the probability is starting to go further and further in our favor the more it consolidates bullishly to the sidelines, right? If Bitcoin drops, though, it'll take everything to the downside regardless. Let's take a look at ACS, which is Access Protocol. Shout out to these super chats. Keep them coming in. So this just came out on KuCoin February 15th and then got sold off. A lot of these are going to be looking to form some type of bowl, right? Rounded bottom. Look at it on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so I wouldn't touch this. Yeah, it could pump up to that 200 SMA. I've seen that, I guess, but to me, it's got to make some type of bowl in the long term. Just came out. You'd have to believe in it and slowly DCA into it. Right now, it's got heavy resistance at 0.09, almost a penny. Yeah, I mean, it's not my strategy to just wing into a bottom. However, you are at a lower volume, but could you get to this volume area low? You very well may. Nothing's stopping this from going any lower. I mean, you know, did you double bottom here? There's a chance. You look for a strong divergence if you can, why this may or may not have happened. You got a divergence there that's all right. You did bounce from, you know, 0.8 to 0.87. You know, that's about, what, 8-9%. 5%. But, I mean, I'm not a fan of this at all. Could be a shoulder head and kind of a right shoulder, too. If Bitcoin dumps, you're not going to, you know, you have a local resistance you need to get back above. I'd wait for price at least to get above this point of control or above here to actually take this seriously at all at a penny. And even then, I don't know. I don't know anything about this coin, so Access Protocol. $213 million market cap, bigger than I thought it would be. Reinventing content monetization. Access Protocol offers a new model monetization layer for all digital content creators. By integrating Access on their site, creators can paywall and enable premium content to their supporters. Interesting. Axios, Coin Post, Fortune. All right. It's up my alley. It does something that I'm in, right? MEXC, KuCoin. It's on MEXC too as well. Interesting. Not a lot of volume. Very small in the depth. I'd be careful with depth of 97,000, right? That's just a very small depth point too. So just, I don't know. For a $230 million market cap, 24-hour volume was 5 million. I don't know. Something tells me that something fishy about it. Solana blockchain. I don't know. I don't know. Something about this coin doesn't sit right with me. I can't place it, and I could be wrong. And I don't mean to FUD anybody. I'm just giving you my humble opinions. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Just what I'm thinking about. So GALA back to 4 cents, got pounded. I'm glad I didn't run into GALA when it had that run up. A lot of people kind of got juiced in the GALA farm. I mean, it's still up from its penny bottom. So, but it went all the way up to what, 6 cents? It's down about 50, about 30% from the highs. And it's honestly, it's following, a lot of these things are just following that Bitcoin falling wedge. Bitcoin breaks out. Bitcoin breaks out of that falling wedge, then so does GALA. You know what I mean? It's all like monkey see, monkey do shadow act here. Tight moving averages getting tighter for GALA. Could we be making one of these? There's a chance this is it too. Like we start to kind of consolidate here. You're not chasing the highs, at least. If you get, GALA's something I would build a bag of personally. You do whatever makes you happy, but I believe long term it's got to go somewhere. 10K's got to turn into 100K at one point for GALA, in my humble opinion. It may take a year, it may take a year and a half, it may take 2 years. But DCAing into GALA, in my humble opinion, near these low areas, it's got to be a smart decision. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not telling you what to do. I believe it's a really good idea. This would be a great time to snatch some GALA. 1 penny, 3 pennies, right? The highest for GALA was already at what, 80 cents, $1, 84 cents. So I mean, this thing could do a 10x to 40 cents, right? And then you want to look at your market cap. And I mean, you're sitting at that could easily go to 2.7 billion in 10x. So you're looking at a pretty good idea for a 10x coin here. Substantial team, doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Anything could happen. It could suffer a hack or a pull, you never know, but they've been around a long time. So GALA on my radar for sure. I'd pull a Fibonacci on this retracement. This song's a little annoying. It's taking up too much of the show. It's like trying to become the show on its own. So, I mean, the 618 Fibonacci level here, but you got a nice support zone before that. You lost a point of control. You're coming down to these areas. I'd looking for a bounce at one point. Not everything can get slaughtered. I mean, everything's been sold off. I'm looking for a bounce here. GALA, baby. 12-hour looks good to me. Is Ocean bouncing off of Fib, XRP, Honda Man, and 55 time? Shout out to the double super chat whammy that just came in the door. I believe GALA will stick around. And we're going to take a look at Unmarshall and those super chats. Sammy, you look sharp, my friend. You're a crypto detective. Shout out to Boosted Frequency. I made a lot of money in GALA bought at 1.5. My man, God bless you. The founder made a $10 billion company, Zynga, and GALA has a magnitude more potential. I believe so. Why did I miss on AGIX? I don't know. 21,500 is a strong support long position. What about NFT Battleground and Blur? I mean, they're all right. Blur's all right. Seems to getting sold off by VCs. We'll take a look at Unmarshall here on KuCoin. Wow, about to hit the stop loss. That didn't play out. But many times this played out nicely. Unmarshall bled out. You could say it did hit the stop. That was our stop right there. Just about to touch it. Unmarshall. Dang you, Unmarshall, dang you. But getting stopped out is part of trading. So I just have to make that clear too. It's good to see some trades not play out. So I'm not like, hey, we hit every single coin that we play. Not everything's going to play out. That will look nice though. We ruined that. What a nice trade that was. And it had to get ruined. Why did you have to ruin it all, Marshall? Marshall Mathers. Now we got to look like at a flag like this after it broke. I just redraw and keep moving. Sad that we lost that trade, though. Unmarshall did lose. Hey, I'm as proud of my losses as I am of my wins, because I don't have to, A lot of times we don't have to show that. So on Marshall, good pattern trade right off to the top of this here. 1 hour time frame's getting oversold though. And again, I mean, we could see some bearishness for Bitcoin. Like, we're not out the water yet. We're in a very kind of sketchy time. A very, very touchy time, as Lifer Friend said earlier today. I don't know what he said, but something along those lines. You know, this could be making a bear flag that could continue down if we don't get back above that zone. So if we can't bounce here, so we need this 4 hour to really take over the whole market and just get a ripping. This has some hidden bullish too, though. You got the swing up, and overall you're swinging down. It tells you that the trend should continue to the upside. So we don't want that bear flag to play out. We're going to be watching on Marshall closely here. CHNG Finance on MEXC. I know you like how I did that. You didn't know what was going on, but I did it quick. So look, let's look at change. I mean, the 12 hour looks great. It's consolidating nicely with tight moving averages in the zone. Previous support of resistance on the flip. This is on MEXC, everybody. This is looking pretty nice to me. I don't know what it is. I know nothing about the coin. Strictly just a TA trade. I mean, symmetrical triangle oversold. All time frames pushing up. 1 hour needs to come out. See, like the whole market, the 1 hour is not in our favor. So I'd put like an alert somewhere right around here. I'll put an alert on the stochastics in the middle and in the bottom. 3 alerts on this. And this is on MEXC. MEXC. And then I tell my team, like, I set alerts on this coin. And that goes into lifer alerts. And we want to look at this market cap. But thank you. I'll put alerts on that. I'll be watching that closely. Why did the alert go off already? What's going on? That's confusing. Anyway, maybe I accidentally put another one there. Is Ocean bouncing off a fib? So all of them look nice and are falling right out the patterns. So sad. Kind of shoulder, head, and shouldering. You see that? Could it be? Another trade. I'm not trying to delete that trade. Another trade that we're watching almost gets stopped out. Hey, you never know. I was on the fence of like, when are these coins going to rebound or not? And are we going to miss out on the move? So it could be a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. You saw that? And then we could retrace to the 618, right? Ocean is kind of like a never pumped coin, and it kind of pumped out of nowhere. I'll be honest. Like, it's a hot AI coin, but it usually had a big market cap. The only reason I'm saying that is I held it for the last bull run, and it was like one of my least performing coins. Like, it finally pumped barely at the very, like, near. Like, it wasn't a fun coin to hold. It didn't pump a lot. It didn't get a lot of pumponomics, you know. I think, a lot of these may go lower. If Bitcoin takes a dump, these are all going to come back down to the 618. If Bitcoin rips, they're going to rip. It all depends on Bitcoin, I'm telling you right now. I know you don't like hearing that, but it all depends on BTC. Really. The fate of all these coins. That's why we're looking at total market cap. Right? And that's why that 7-minute flag on Bitcoin is oh so important. That's why this area is oh so important. We start to lose this, we come down here. All these other ones falling down into the lows. They're oversold in the 6. But again, this overbought 1 hour and not really being able to get above the zone. It's either we get a short squeeze or we come on down. And that you clearly have resistance for this here too. So like you got this local resistance on a lot of coins now. Look right here. I mean, bounce. That's your resistance. You come lower. The 1 hour wants to dump on you. You can set alerts on here just to wait to see. But Ocean, like, also not looking amazing. Kind of an Adam and Eve top too. Like Adam, and then there's your Eve, and that could break you down to this point of control. Kind of an M pattern too, you know, in a way. And again, that shoulder, head, impossible shoulder. So some bearishness in my eyes that could happen here. I'm not guaranteeing it. Well, we stay in this trend line, we're all right, but you know, it's not amazing. Bitcoin trying to push out of the flag to the upside here, getting a bit of a squeeze. No one got squeezed yet? I don't believe that. Just not enough volume to get the squeeze. But we have a little bit of, like, I might as well just eat on this. It's like if you have a sandwich next to your bed at night and you're hungry, you're just gonna lean over and eat it. Like the market makers are like, I mean, if you're gonna put the liquidity right next to me, I'll lean over and eat it. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way to the kitchen and open the fridge. You know what I mean? 23.5 is a little bit of a stretch for me. It's kind of what it looks like tonight on the market, right? Just my analogy of the market. Shout out to the 628 beautiful souls on the live, 478 people on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. $51 in chat revenue. Yeah, Bitcoin broke out of this fall descending wedge in the, yeah, I'm right here. Appreciate you for saying it. This little flag. But it could be a breakout, fake out. Don't get too excited. But yeah, 15 minutes breaking out. 50 minute has gas too. I like to see that. MACD, lack of bearish momentum. And this is what we said, you know, this is the probability that we would get this move. We know we got to break this area. We know we really got to get back above here. And we got to get through this gap. What if we gap through this tonight right now? What if out of nowhere we just, you know, out of nowhere somewhere tonight, we just short squeeze, boom, right up to here. Call it a day. Everything back to normal. No one has to worry. Load up at 23.8 and call it a day, and then we rip up to 23,000, 28K, 32K, and it's so beautiful, huh? What if it's that beautiful, huh? What if everything just plays out like my suspenders over here, huh? What if everything just does what it's supposed to do, huh? Wouldn't it be beautiful, huh? Wouldn't that be the way over here? We could just get a little bit of movement all the way up to the upside here. So, I mean, 23,130 holding. Looks like we may go to bed above 23K. That's not the worst thing in the world. Bring me back. Yeah, there you go. Windows, man. You just got to shake and bake, and it brings it back. We looked at the Fear and Greed X already. You could go back to the beginning here, but it's sitting at 51. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you. We also asked a tweet. Did you answer the tweet? Do you want more Cardano or ETH? You know what I want. Or do you? You know. And look, Shibarium trending again. I keep saying, SHIB if SHIB doesn't pump after all these trends on Twitter, then Twitter is just worth nothing. I'm just, you know what I mean? But it's like pointless then. Like if all this trending does not pump SHIB, then I don't know what will. You know what I mean? Then I don't know what will. Been trending all the time. And shout out to MEXC Global. If you never traded MEXC, I just got to shout them out again. They got no fees. I mean, I wish everyone followed this idea. 0% fees for spot and future maker. If you're the maker, 0% fees, and only 0.3 if you're the future taker. I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love MEXC for doing that for the people. Gotta eat the liquidations right now. There we go. Finally, a short squeeze. Finally. We waited all night for it, but it's a tiny one, $627. Funny. Finally, the beginnings of a possible short squeeze. Hey, we waited. We said we could get it here on a Saturday night. Who here knew that it was? Who here thought we would get it? It's a very tiny one, but we're still getting, you know, a strawberry short squeezed night. Strawberry short squeeze Saturday. They've been talking about Shibarium for a while now. Guess it's about time for it to come out. Great show. The screen you show with the order book flow. What's the name of it? I show this all the time. It's funny. I'm so happy to hear that because I show it all the time, Luke. But I like to hear that there's a new person on the live. This is BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP is a heat map order book. It's showing me how many people are buying Bitcoin, amalgamated data from Binance Futures, Bybit, and OKX. So right now, like, there's 614 Bitcoins someone would like to purchase 22,500. So it shows us how many orders are on the book. And a lot of times, Bitcoin likes to fill these orders. So when there's a big order, and if Bitcoin's here and there's a huge order here, that whale is likely to fill. And if you're in between and you're shorting, you're longing, you're likely to get liquidated. These little lines here are actual liquidations. Many days we watch people get liquidated, and we can see accounts actually just get taken out. And it's a really, really nice thing to see because it gives us data and information. So look, just like you see your candles, we see this instead. So if you went to bookmap.com, I really like kind of how they place it. But link in the description below. If you could use my link, it would be great. But just right when you go, see how they cover the candles and they show you. I mean, so you see candles and so do I. But it's like a trading platform. Check what the candlesticks are hiding. So like we see the data inside the candlesticks. That's all. It's like when that little flag broke out, we could see why it broke out. Well, there was a bunch of orders here that wanted to be filled for Bitcoin. It's a heat map order book. Heat map showing you the infrared data based on the colors. The darker the red, the bigger the orders. You know, when someone buys, a big ball comes in. A big green buy is a big buy. A small green ball, you know, and the bigger the balls, the bigger the buy. Green is buys, red, you know. Then you have cumulative volume delta over here too, the CVD. Like if you're up, like if you're getting more buy liquidations than sell liquidations, it's going to show you kind of what that means, you know. Cumulative volume delta. Delta is just the average, you know, the amount when you have, like if 10 people lose and 5 people win, your delta is 5. You get it? 10 minus 5. So like that's all. Delta is just a, you know, cumulative volume delta. Just the number that you get after both things happen. Still, the short squeeze starting to happen a little bit more now at 1,000 with 2 accounts. Now another one here. So now we're getting a little bit more pulled up. And we see some more liquidity getting built. We could go all the way to 23,500 here. There's a chance we do on very low liquidity. But it could be an easy fake out. I don't get a lot of love here. But we will watch. So far, we're getting a breakout as suggested out of the flag. So that's why people love coming to my channel. If it's going to happen, if something's going to happen, we're going to be able to find it and show it to you. And we're going to basically be able to find the shape before it happens. We're going to be able to show you what's likely to happen before it happens. And then we're going to give you the data behind that and give you the strength of that. And then also give you kind of my years of just kind of trading ideas. Okay, stay tuned. I knew I smelled it all day. Love your show. Bookmap nice. Show order flows sometime if you can. You come to the most consistent channel. Thank you, Lifer. A neutral index is kind of like people doubting we will get another move up. Super chats, XRP. I scrapped my Nissan Versa for crypto. God bless you, man. Stay safe, guys. Don't get wrecked. Shout out to Gary. And remember, everyone, get yourself a Trezor today. Get yourself a Trezor. Do not play games that do not have a hardware wallet. Get yourself a Trezor today. The best thing you can do. 16K, be ready. You never know. Took a small long on that bull flag. Thanks for pointing it out. Hey, and there's another liquidation coming there. 4K now got liquidated. And so they're corroborating. And then the 15 minutes just getting started. At the end of the day, it's technically a Sammy cup and heady. It really is on the 15. What's your bigger move here? Take you right to the next resistance at 23,422. Shout out to the 500 likes. Let's get a few more and we get up to those likes. Look at that. 627, 497. That's amazing. God bless you all on a Saturday night too. On a Saturday night. Thank you so much for the love. Celtics still battling 50-56. Can't seem to get above the 76ers on that move. SHIB, baby, SHIB. Okay. Nope. Top man for being on at this time. Good volatility. And there's the pump there too. Bitcoin starting to get a move here. It's got legs on that 15-minute. And the short squeeze is getting bigger. And we called it. I mean, the strawberry short squeeze on Saturday night. It's a slow one, but it's happening. And can you believe it now? They're actually building a short squeeze liquidity order book. Look at this. All the way up to 23.5. Looks like we may get there. And who had you at hello? Who saw this happening before it happened? Only the lifers. And that's why we put in the work every Saturday night, baby. I feel like it does it when I show up. It's like, oh, we got to move lifers on. I'm itching myself because I've had a sock on all day. You can't wear socks all day. And I have pants on, but I'm not going to show you my pants. All right? Actually, you want to see the whole, I will remove said objects from where I keep it. We had an issue actually, so I'll have to cover it, but not bad, right? Not bad. I'm rocking the gray pants today. The gray pants. So I got making sure I got my freaking zipper belt. What do you think though, huh? You can't have a belt on, right? I'm not playing you guys. You can't have a belt on. You gotta have it right. But this broke. I broke this suspender. So I'm gonna play with it, or maybe hide it with the microphone. Look how I hit it with the mic, you never know. But pretty legit, right? Pretty legit. You gotta love it. Right, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna hurt my... Didn't feel good, but I did it for you guys. I did it for each and every one of you that loves me. So I love you. Cryptozilla, baby. We're all flattered. Bulge Camp. I wasn't trying to show bulges, man. If anyone thought about that, your head was in a very strange place. Apparently, then you liked the bulge. Like you were fiending for it. You were like, word. I'm going to stop now. Get a poll. You're funny. Lifer with the torture fetishes. You're so funny, man. Crypto Grady, man. I love you, brother. Shout out for jumping on in. I mean, this is nice what we're seeing here. The 50-minute has legs. All we want is not to get a double. If we get a double top here, we're so screwed. Right? And then we're just going to M our way down to this area here. We got to get back up and make a move. Is that a banana in your pocket? You gotta live dangerously with shirt tucking straps. If you know, you know. Well, when I shirt tuck straps, right? If you know what I'm saying, I never tuck over the shirt. You know what I mean? I wear a vest or a suit jacket or some type of just item, to cover the strap easy. You know what I mean? Stay strapped. I was telling someone, and I actually can't say it because it's just like, it's too real. So I can't even say it. Together we're divided, we fall, baby. Bitcoin 4-hour 2MA is not far above. We got to get back above it, though. We got to get back above it. We got to get back above it. We got to get back above this for me to breathe easy. 4-hour says we can, too, on the Stoke. So let's see. The 50-minute could get us up there, actually, tonight. The short squeeze is continuing. Slow. It's the slowest short squeeze I've ever seen. It's like the truck's coming. Like whoever stays in the short and watches themselves get liquidated, it's like a slow liquidation. They're like in it and they're just like, they're at like 20,000. They're like 22,200. Like they know when it hits, they're gonna get liquidated. And it's like the price has been going up like $20 every 30 minutes, and they're just like, and then eventually they're just like, ah. And it was like the slowest liquidation of their life. Yeah, the steamroller on Austin Powers. That's what I was thinking about. No. No. Just, it's like, come on, man. Like, it's a slow lava flow. You saw death coming slowly. Just Zamboni just flattening you. Like, yeah, it's like you just watched it slowly roll you over. It was coming for you the whole time. You know what I mean? Your position has been liquidated. Oh, man. It's so funny, right? Sato, baby, Sato. Your account is 0.0. Shout out to Hooser McCrypto in the house. Shout out to Pardeep, Panzer. Sammy called the squeeze an hour ago. We did, though. We really did. We really did, though. I got no neck. I got no neck over here. I'm too big and my suspenders over here. I've been lifting all day while my wife makes me sandwiches. I pick it up, I put it down. 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 Bang, bang, bang. Not much, though. I mean, we could double top here. Don't get too excited. It's not that amazing. 7 minute is getting stretched. All right. So now we got to worry about that flattening us out. All right. That's got to get pressed by the 15 and get us above at least this resistance zone. Right now, we are closing a candle, but can we close a candle above that? 15 minute got gas. It's the only thing keeping me going right now. And the short squeeze is continuing. 22,000 now as it continues to kind of slowly get stretched out here. It started with 627, 8K, 11K, 22,000. I pick it up, I put it down. I pick it up, I put it down, right? Most entertaining TA on the internet every single time, baby. Everybody go buy some Bitcoin. I mean, look at this thing. It's about to pump up above the zone. Sammy, cup and handy, breaking out to the upside. Here live on the channel. Another cup and handle. This man is out of control. He doesn't always wear suspenders, but when he does, Bitcoin likes to pump. Shout out to everybody here. I just knew the suspenders were going to bring that extra flow, that extra feel. Like if you came on and you saw me on suspenders, you'd be like, wait, I gotta stop. I gotta watch this. I gotta stay on this channel. Like, who is this dude? What is he doing with the suspenders over here? Who does he think he is telling us how to short squeeze? Look at the short squeeze now, all the way to the upside, 140,000. I'm getting excited. And there it is, baby. We waited so patiently for it to the upside. We did it again on the live, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, the short squeezing. Woo! 147,000 getting squeezed. On our way to 20,200. There's the jammy jam. We got room on that 15 minute. It is pinning that 7. We called it at hello. We had you at hello. Another crazy night. Who would have thought it would have happened when we came on live? It's like they did it for me, just for my show. Just for my show to heat up. Where is everybody tonight? Watching the Celtics. They're busy watching the Celtics. Shout out to the hardest working man in crypto, Sammy the Lifer, baby. Shout out to Ed Miles, my man. Much lemon in your water, Lifer. This man is happier seeing shorts getting squeezed in his lemons. I love you, brother. Shout out to Nick Chow. Dude, I got a funny group of people here. 7 minute golden cross. You gotta love it. Look at that right there. 7 minute golden cross right there. And then boom. Shaka boom. There's my man nailing it. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. 147,000 on the short squeeze now. 29 accounts. And we just slowly look. We were just talking about that guy that saw it happening. He did not get out the way, and he just got taken out. Like, as funny as it is, there was someone who literally watched their account slowly just get, like, they got liquidated in slow-mo. Like, I just think it's funny, man. It's like, no. You know, it's like, how could you? How could you? You know what I mean? Shout out to Board Type Crypto. Shout out to everybody here. Gina, gotta walk the dog. Be right back. Gina, we love you. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Stack McChange. We love you. Shout out to Jeffrey Anderson, Lazarus Hand, Shubham Kumar, Robert Hadsman, and shout out to everybody that's kicking it on a beautiful Saturday night with me. And the short squeeze is real. The music is a good setting for the squeeze. It's like eerie, but still moving. Got the energy, but you're still unsure. BOOKMAP just doing damage tonight again. Link in the description below to BOOKMAP. Get MEXC today. Stop playing yourself. Link. And also, I taught class today. I teach class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Jump into class today. It'll blow your mind. I can't wait to do class with you. That didn't sound right, but I can't wait. I can't wait to do class. I just can't. I just can't. Stop. Oh my gosh. My goodness. Oh, it's so funny. What is so funny, Sammy? But jump on into class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. I teach class. I can't wait to see you there. I also teach the last Saturday of every month. I just taught it today because today is the last Saturday of February because it's a short month. I know it's the 25th. We probably have another one. Hey, Lifer, this is Peter Griffin. I'm from Quahog. And, I want to tell you that the next time you give Lois a look, the next time you come on a crypto, you better tell my son Chris that you love him. All right? He watches your show every day. He's into crypto. He's got his Bitcoins. He's got his ADA, Cardano. And, the whole town of Quahog is rooting for you, Crypto Lifer. We love you. Shout out to everybody. Hey, Lois, I think I ought to grow a beard. Hey, Brian, go to your room. Hey, Brian, actually, come back out of your room. I love you. Sorry. Hey, Meg, we love you too. I mean, whenever we hit a gain or we call a pump, the voice comes out. You know what I mean? Peter Griffin. If you're going to watch crypto, watch the Crypto Lifer. Otherwise, you're playing yourself. All right? Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your... I wasn't doing it perfectly. Now I'm back in the zone. Everybody, when you're watching crypto, I watch Crypto Lifer on YouTube. Everybody in Quahog is behind him, and we love him. Come on, grab a beer, watch the Lifer, and get excited. Watch these pumps on the 15-minute Cup and Handies. They're amazing. Samuel Cup and Handle, Sammy Cup and Handy, however you want to call it. We love them. Life, I love you. Thanks, Peter. Anytime, man. I appreciate you, brother. You too, man. Tell Chris I said hi. Tell Brian he's awesome. Meg, the whole family, Lois, my regards. Hey, you're a good dude, Lifer. New England to the heart. You know what? You may be from Boston, but Rhode Island, we still love you up there. God bless you, kid. Peter, man. And look, the short squeeze now really official. It's now an official short squeeze. We now have you at hello here with 142,700 and another 127,000. Now we're almost at a $500,000. This is getting actually kind of serious. And the liquidity is starting to grow and the order book is starting to load up. And actually, things are getting a little crazy right now, if you ask me. Things are getting a little wild. And now we may actually even hit the measured move of the cup and handle. You never know. We're starting to break out above the zone. This is the heavy resistance that I really want to see us get out. This falling wedge now has cleanly broken to the upside. And that's what we want out of this bigger falling wedge too. We want to see this do the same thing on a bigger time frame. We want to see the 22-hour breakout like this is breaking out. All right. And we want to see kind of this cup and this handle break out just like this 15-minute zoom in here. Like this cup. In this handle, and it's continuing to go up. This is a massive move up now. Now we can kind of almost say that it's not going to be a double top. And now 197,000 on the short squeeze. 205,000 on the short squeeze. Who thought we were going to see this short squeeze? Sammy short squeeze. The strawberry short squeeze Saturday night. Strawberry short squeeze. We have short squeeze orange juice in the morning, but no one has orange juice at night. That's not good. I do sometimes, but you really shouldn't. But you want a strawberry shortcake at night. I mean, that's the plan. So a strawberry short squeeze Saturday. Strawberry short squeeze Saturday. It is what it is. Bang, bang, bang. People getting absolutely obliterated yet again. And it was a slow-mo short squeeze. We told them to get out the way. We told them the train was coming. They didn't listen. They wanted to get wrecked. They wanted to get abused. They like the pain. They're sadistic traders. They want the pain. They don't want to come here and get the education. They want to get blasted every single time. Shout out to Jared D in the house. One of the first things I said in chat was it would be a good idea to move your short stops into profit. 300 Bitcoin on BOOKMAP at 23,250, baby. Wow, it's moving. It really is, dude. And look at that. Nice move. And we called it for you. Another beautiful day where things happen on the live, baby. Only on the live stream. Only here. And that's why I show up every single day and I put in the work, because you never know when you're going to get blessed. You never know when the hard work is going to pay off. And I mean, this is amazing. I run a trading group. If I was watching a guy run a trading group and I saw this happen, I'd want to be in the guy's trading group. Look, another thing that we talk about, when price action's tight, where does it pump up to? The 200 SMA. What's happened here? We're tight. Where are we going up to? The 200 SMA. Remember, these are the days. Also, what do we like to trade? Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. What do they call me? Sammy Cup and Handy. Why? My name is Sammy Cup and Handy, and I'm all over the internet. All right? I'm all over the internet. You could find me on TikTok, Twitter, wherever you want to find me, you can find me. That's Sammy Cup and Handy. There we go. And we want a lifer gang to become synonymous, right? Sammy Cup and Handy on BTC on Bitcoin. Boom. Trading. Cup and handle. Shout out to everybody that witnessed greatness tonight. This was awesome. Bitcoin just doing damage. Again, it still has resistance here. Like, I'm not that impressed. Like, could still be a big up, breakout, fake out, but it's got a pretty good move out of this falling wedge. Bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom in a way. Double bottom for sure. See that? And honestly, that was your measured move out the double bottom. There's your W, and that's where you're supposed to go. I mean, that's it. Now, I will have to leave you at one point, and you're going to trade all night. But here's the deal. You know, we could hit here and end up lower. We just need to go sideways. The fact that we got back above 23,000, good sign. Can we hold above 23K? Look, we're entering the gap in the VRVP. See this gap here? If we can get above this, make a flag, we can jet all the way back up to 23,009 and back into that 24K region. And then we can kiss this whole thing goodbye, and that could be our higher low, and we'd really be able to, like, the whole market would kind of give a sigh of relief that the trend is in our favor. Once that trend is established, too many people are going to be wrecked short, and we're going to be able to move up to 30K. So we're at a really close. They don't want to let everybody in, so they're only going to let the people that really have been staying strong in. All right. So that looks like the end of the short liquidations now. We're going pretty flat, but 23,200, I'll take it on a Saturday night. All right. A little bit of bearish divvy forming now as this swings to the upside, but this swings kind of flat. See that? Or down even. So you got a bearish divvy now too on the 15-minute. Not the best sign. And you almost made it to the 200 SMA. So just be careful. It's a Saturday night with low liquidity. Don't get too excited here. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right. If we hold here 50% of the vector like we did last time, then it can blast off. Yeah, I would just want to see that we stay above 23,000. That's all for the night. What do I see happening for the night? I mean, the 1 hour time frame is still wants to dump on you. And we just made it basically to up here, and you've got a rising wedge that could break to the downside. So look, I mean, I know the smaller time frame, but here, this is a rising wedge. Eventually, it will break you down to this pattern. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up tomorrow and we're starting to dump, and the 1 hour dumps us down. Or can we, we really need is this 4 hour to press us up. Did the 4 hour make a really good move? I mean, the 4 hour made some nice moves here, too. So the 4 hour made a bullish engulfing right there, which is a really good sign, and got above the point of control, which is 23,000. All we really need to do is stay. I want to wake up tomorrow morning above 23K, and hopefully we won't get as much, crazy volatility on Sunday night. The Wiccan's still buying it up there. So yeah, just, you want to see that the 15-minute can hold his own and stay above 23,000. Otherwise, that rising wedge will break us down on the 1 hour time frame. So, just words of wisdom here and thoughts of caution. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Everyone, thank you so much for watching that short squeeze with me. We had a wonderful time tonight. I don't know how we make it to 10 o'clock every single Saturday night, but we did again. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And super chats for XRP and ACH. Thank you so much for the $53 in chat revenue. You people are blessings in life. Thank you so much for those blessings. So we looked at XRP a while back, and it was getting tighter and tighter in this wedge, if you remember correctly. And it just, it's in like this chop. It's got to break that trend line. And you don't want that trend line to go lower, right? And so you just got XRP going tighter and tighter. 4 hour time frame wants to break out, and you're hovering on a point of control. So as long as you stay above this and in the zone, this looks like a breakout is coming for XRP. However, every time I say that, you never know. It's lackluster, but if you forget about everything else going on and you just look at the charts and you forget about the emotions and you forget about the lawsuit and all the other nonsense, and, this could be a shoulder. I've seen, the thing is, I've seen this play out. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So just be careful. That could break you down, back down to 32 cents. If something happens with the case that's not right. But your daily's heading down. Your 22 is oversold. You're super tight in the channel. Your 3 days of getting oversold, which is good. Your 1 hour desperately, your 2 hour wants to push. No, what was that? 3 hour, 4 hour? 4 hour wants to push up hard, showing that you definitely bottomed out here. Like and has a hidden bullish divergence too, just like the rest of the market. So that hidden bullish tells you should make a high higher than this high and negate that crazy idea of the head and shoulder. So look, symmetrical triangle, but you go any lower, you're in the negative. Like if you take this and you swing lower, you hit control and you grab this. You're talking a 9 cent, 10 cent. You going back to 10 cents? It could happen. But XRP looks more bullish than bearish to me. Something I would hold long term, though. I wouldn't attempt to swing trade it just yet, but it would take some guts. But the TA says it's going to pump. It's going to pump back to 66 cents. That's what the TA says for 80% gains. I posted all these signals about trading earlier. Thank you, Sam. I've learned so much from you. I appreciate your time. I will be joining your trading group real soon. Super excited. Thank you, man. Anytime. God bless you. And look at Alchemy Pay, which was pumping up huge. To me, the bigger time frames need to cool off. I put in this just to watch what it was doing. And, it's just, to me, it's just, I don't know. It's like, I guess you could do this for now. It's in some chop. If it continues to consolidate and stays in this channel and gets tight, it could make a move. Moving averages are a little far apart for me. Well, 22 is way lower than I thought it would be. The daily needs time to come down. The 1 hour's got some indecision for it. So, it may get a nice quick pump up here, but I'm not loving it right now. I'd like to watch it consolidate a little more inside this channel before I take a look. And everyone, that concludes tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing, baby. Crypto is life. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for fulfilling my dreams of this great show and coming to the show every single day. May God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for being here. And may you have a wonderful Saturday night. And enjoy yourselves. Don't get too stressed out. Remember, there's always going to be another trader, always another chart. Take a deep breath. Relax. Your health is the most important thing. Drink the lemon water. Stay hydrated. Love yourself. Do the right thing. And I'll see you tomorrow, another morning. And we work hard on the weekends. Double streams on the weekends? Who does that? We do it because we love you. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you tomorrow.